I now present Monica Narang, a senior who today will receive her bachelor's degree from the College of Arts and Sciences. She will speak on behalf of the class of 2011. Ms. Narang.
President Brown, members of the Board of Trustees and Overseers, honored guests, administrators and faculty, family and friends, and fellow members of the class of 2011. It is an honor to speak to you today. When I started to think about this speech, a speech that is meant to represent the entire class of 2011, I was overwhelmed. The class of 2011 and the Boston University community as a whole are so diverse. How could I possibly speak to all of our experiences when there are so many of you who have majored in fields I've never studied, or gone abroad to places I've never visited, or pursued work and volunteer experiences that I was not a part of? Boston University is a place where if I had a conversation with each of my classmates about what he or she has gained from spending time here, every single one would have something special and valuable to say. We've all spent time at BU as members of the same community. So by nature of the fact that we are a community, we have something in common despite all of the things that make us unique. How can I sum up what this essential quality of Boston University is? Is it the fact that we've all gained a new set of knowledge through access to a set of incredibly impressive professors and advisors? As an English major, I've gotten really good at crossword puzzles and utilizing obscure euphemisms from a variety of literary eras in everyday conversation. From Professor Kevin Van Engelen, I learned that bad weather seriously affects academia, and that if you can fake a bunch of different accents and connect everything to the Red Sox, literature is just better. Professor Will Carroll taught me a lot about the history of witches, and that apparently anything written after 1630 can be considered modern literature. In the one and only School of Management class I ever took, before I was scared away by the cold marble floors and the overcrowded Starbucks, Professor Kabrina Chang taught me that if you can find a job you love doing, that's great. But if you can do this job while wearing a pair of Jimmy Choos, that's ideal. In all seriousness, every single class I have taken, in combination with support from Dean Stern and the staff of the Pre-Law Advising Office, has helped prepare me in some way for future success in law and social work schools. But a solid education is available at any good university. There is something more distinct about BU. This university has a certain character that we all in some way take away with us. It centers around a balance between self-sufficiency and support. BU is a place that forces you to be an adult. Through rigorous coursework, the dreaded grade curve, the large student body, and our setting here in the middle of a major city, over the past few years, we have all had to learn how to be responsible for ourselves. Having grown up in such a large community, we've had to learn how to be introspective and self-aware, to find our niche, to identify our personal passions, and thus how to stand out as individuals. On campus, we walk past things such as the sculpture dedicated to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in front of Marsh Chapel, the statue of Harry Aganis, countless signs advertising events honoring the accomplishments of professors and guest speakers, and hundreds of labs and classrooms in which learning and research take place. Reminders that Boston University has asked us to look inside ourselves and bring out ambition and greatness surround us every day. What makes BU so special is that this demand is not one-sided. Throughout our time here and continuing on past graduation, we have access to so many resources to help us hone that ambition and channel our newfound skills into something that will matter on a greater level. Personally, I have found not only support, but also friendship in professors and advisors. They have taken an interest in my academic success, but also in my growth and success as a person. At BU, we've all faced challenges that are academic and personal. The BU community is nurturing in both cases. Our quantifiable success matters, and we as people do too. The emphasis placed on grades and resumes is qualified by a humanistic interest in how it all contributes to our personal development and the good of our community. There is something unique about a place where professors are writing critical comments on your papers one day and emailing you when you're sick just to ask how you're feeling the next. A place where administrators dole out punishments in order to enforce rules, but also get to know you well enough to send Christmas cards. I think this is the heart of what we all take away from Boston University. An outstanding education, but more importantly, the idea that the way this education applies to our lives outside the classroom and beyond the scope of our college years has a very human purpose. BU has soul. It's about people interacting and helping each other while never losing sight of tangible accomplishment. Our education here does not exist in a vacuum. It's part of who we are as people and as a society. Boston University has not provided us with only one piece of these puzzles, which would be meaningless on their own. We have the tools to fill out the rest of the picture. As I learned in my College of Arts and Sciences core classes, Aristotle argued that every action is performed as a means to an end. This includes the years we chose to spend at BU, the end of which we come to now. As Aristotle wrote, "We do not study simply to know things, but to become good, for otherwise there would be no profit in it." So, to our administrators, our professors, our advisors, our friends, to Boston University, thank you for teaching us all this valuable lesson. Because of it, we all possess qualities of drive, awareness, and compassion that every graduate school, employer, and city that we go on to from here is lucky to have us bring along. So, to the class of 2011, good work, good luck, and congratulations!